You're listening to Rock Our Whim, hosted by me, Danny Faye. So if you just want to introduce yourselves for everybody.
Yeah, I'm Matt, also known as Matty7, and I'm bassist for Buried by My Heartache.
Anyone else?
Hi, I'm Monkey. Hi, I'm Monkey. Vocals and Mr. Growly Man from Buried by My Heartache.
Hiya, I'm Chippy. I'm the drummer for Buried by My Heartache.
There we go. And do you just want to say who's missing?
Yeah, so we're members not joining us today. Jazzy Cal, who's our rhythm guitarist and the vocalist, and Joe Lawless, aka the Mean Machine, who's our lead guitar and annihilator of solos and melter of faces, as we call him.
Absolutely.
So how did you all meet?
Chip, do you want to say that one?
Yeah, so back in 2018 in May, I first met Jazzy Cal through a friend. We just had this idea that we just wanted to start jamming, so we did. Found out that we had this awesome connection, so we then was sort of like together over the weekend. And then about a year later, we first asked, actually it was outside Asda in Boston in the car park, when I asked him, does he still play bass? And I asked him to come along. I think it was about a week later he joined us. He shared that same chemistry what we had. Then we branched out, managed to get a hold of Mr. Joe Lawless. Oh, what a soloist. That thing that he does is just incredible. And then I think it was about 2 or 3 months later where Mr. Growly Man, the monkey himself, finished off this amazing creation what we've got, which is Buried by My Heartache, which is what we are today.
Do you think it's important that you all connect, like on a friendship level as well?
Absolutely, 110%. Absolutely, the chemistry that we have, not only inside that practice room but outside, is untouchable. It's absolutely phenomenal.
It's like we advertise. I know sometimes it comes across a bit cliche, but it's like we advertise. We do see ourselves as a family, you know, because we all get on. We're all there for one another. We all have a laugh. You know, it's like any family. We fall out, we laugh. You know, we get together, have hugs, laugh it all out. And it's great. We absolutely love doing what we do. You know, absolutely brilliant. We wouldn't change it for the world. Apart
from the last year, you've not been allowed to hug.
Yeah, apart from that, obviously, we've just been doing that thing where we go, like that, you know, pretend we're hugging each other, and you know, one of us is hugging the laptop and the others are just looking at us like, okay.
Yeah,
I must by being on that level that it helps a creative process.
Sorry, go on.
I was just saying, do you think it helps to like the creative process that you're all so close?
Absolutely.
Yes, definitely.
We write songs is brilliant. It's when an idea comes about and then one jumps on and another jumps on. It's amazing how quickly the chemistry sort of goes in, and oh wow.
Yeah, I think definitely it's sorry, I think it's definitely a big thing for us to be on that kind of level, where you know, for myself and other bands that I've been in, it's been very more business orientated. We've got to do this very structured, and you know, and then coming into Buried, it's been a bit of an eye opener, you know, especially for myself, and being part of a big group as we are, you know, and such fast friends right from word go. I was saying to the guys a bit back, saying when I came in for my audition, I've not auditioned for 20 years. I've been in a 20-year-old long band, and I never auditioned for anything before. So it's like, I was bricking it, to be fair. Absolutely bricking it. And as soon as I came in, to see these guys, the first thing was hug. That's the first thing that ever got me. It was a hug, and I was like, right, that's it.
Yep.
Straight away, I knew it straight there and then. You know.
Love it.
So you've obviously released your EP recently.
Yep.
How does it feel to finally get it out there?
Amazing, because it's a little gem that we've been sat on. Obviously, you know, we had a lot of the issues with the COVID, with delaying a lot of the sessions, so we would book them in, and then obviously they'd make the announcement and we couldn't do it, and for ages we just had these songs just sat there waiting to come out, and then to have it come out as quick as it did, to be fair, that was really blew our mind, and we've just been sort of enjoying the ride that's come with it. You know, we've had a lot of good responses, we've had a lot of strong responses. We've slowly been finding out we've been playing here, there and everywhere, so we've actually been played in the likes of South Africa, Italy, Germany, you know, so we are really getting sort of a good response all over, and all of us, we just couldn't believe it when we found out the EP had been released, because we did it through a platform called
very
Stroke.
quick. Very quick.
We uploaded it, and the way we'd read it, it was going to take a couple of days, and we were like, oh, all right. And then me and Chip, the next morning, we were looking at like some of our own personal. So Chip was on iTunes, I was on Amazon, and all of a sudden we were like, hang on, what? And it was there. We were like, oh Christ! So we both emailed, we both messaged because we got a WhatsApp group, and we both messaged the WhatsApp group. And we're like, guys, that 2 to 3 day window doesn't exist. It's there. It's gone. It's uploaded.
It was like that's 7 or 8 hours, I think, from when you sent it all off it being uploaded. It was phenomenal.
Really, I was in the middle of Screwfix when I was doing it for a client for a job thing, and I was in the middle of Screwfix, and then all of a sudden I got like 20 million messages on my WhatsApp. It's up, it's live, and I'm like, oh my god, I whooped in the middle of Screwfix.
But no, it was, we were all, you know, and then obviously the first thing we did when we had the first band practice after it had been released, we were all just looking at each other and we're just like, we've got an EP out there, holy Christ, this is just boom, you know, and we just went from there. None of us could believe it to a degree. We weren't expecting like I said, the reaction we were going to get, and it just absolutely, like Chippy said, absolutely phenomenal, and we've enjoyed it every step of it since.
Do you think that's where the internet kind of is better than like just doing physical copies?
Yeah, I mean, it's like any aspect. They've both got their pros and cons, you know. So the handy side of the internet is that, you know, you can download it from anywhere. There's multiple platforms that we can download it from. So, for example, ours, you know, we're on iTunes, we're on Spotify, we're on Deezer, we're on Twitch, we're on Amazon, etc. I could go through a whole list. There's like 30, 40 of them. They're absolutely insane. And it was, again, it's great because, like you said, you know, we are very social media driven as well. So I manage the band's Instagram account, the other guys do the Facebook, and we sort of link the two posts. And it's just, again, phenomenal how we've been able to push it through the internet. And that's obviously where a lot of the feedback's been coming from. People have found it on the internet. I mean, obviously, physical copy, everybody loves a physical copy, but I do think that digital, you know, download is a greater way, is much more reliant on getting it out there on a global level by any means.
I think when it comes to physical copies, I think that's where sort of like your local communities or your like friends of the friends, family, you know, anyone sort of that are close to you, it's almost like a nice token to be able to have. But as Matt said, with the internet, you're able to get overseas a lot quicker, and you're able to sort of broaden the horizons definitely for all platforms. So yeah, definitely, I'd agree that online is definitely a better way to spread what you've got.
Is there actually?
Yeah, definitely.
Sorry, is there actually?
yeah, definitely. I think it's totally agree with the guys.
We haven't got physical at the moment. We are working on that. We are going to get to that point. It's just it's like anything else. It's just planning it around there and making sure we can, you know, like anything, afford it and get into that situation. But we definitely are going to get physical copies at some point. It's just, you know, as and when situation.
Somebody needs to finish the artwork off.
I was just trying to get there.
Well, I need to finish the artwork off.
We've got a lot of it set up. There's just
Sorry.
I'd say it's probably like 90% of the physical copies are done. We just want to make sure that it's absolutely spot on before we unleash it to anyone. We don't want to. We've put a lot of effort and a lot of time and a lot of hard work going into the EP. We want that same amount of work and effort gone into this physical copy of the EPs to then go boom, smash it in everyone's face.
So is it important that you're doing all the artwork and that yourself?
Yeah, definitely. I think it adds a bit more of a personal touch to us. If we'd gone out and said, "Oh, to an artist, can you create something for us?" and it's like, "Yeah, that's okay. It's just a piece of artwork that's for our cover or whatever." Doing it in house, I think it adds a bit more of a flavour to us, and it's just more about us, and so you're not just getting a band, you're getting artists, you're getting the techie aspects of us as well. I mean, myself and Matt we're very techie and very geeky. Even though we're metalheads, we're very in touch with our technical side and a lot of stuff. So it's we do try and keep a lot of that stuff out, and it makes us proud as well. We do it.
I think like Monkey was saying with the artwork, with it, the fact Monkey does it because Monkey is as he said, we're both very samey, so we're both very techy and we're both very arty-farty, if you will. But I think one of the benefits doing it yourself within the band is you can get exactly what you want. You can put exactly what you envision on paper.
Absolutely.
Whereas I'm not saying that we would never in the future consider not going to someone to do it for us, but if you do it within your own band, so like I say, because we've got Monkey knows very much how we all think and how we all look at things, so he applies what so he'll think, well, okay, I know this is what Joe likes, this is what Chippy likes, this is what Jazzy likes, etc.
Yeah.
So again, I think it is very good that we have it we do it ourselves sort of thing, because again, we've got a bit more control and we know exactly what we want, exactly how we want to do it. And like we said, when Monkey first showed us the idea of the EP cover, what we now currently have, we were all just blown away because we all said that was exactly what we wanted. Monkey knew exactly what we wanted. He got all the colours right. It was perfect. None of us could deny there was anything wrong with it. It was perfect for what we wanted.
Absolutely. Well said, 97.
Thanks, Matt. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate that. It means a lot.
You can see he's also branding another design that he made, which is our logo on his shirt. That was another Monkey design.
Yeah, so we're coming there a bit closer.
Because when it was the days of me, Chippy and Jazzy, it was sort of like, I was saying, I'll have a go at doing the logos and whatnot, and I could never quite catch what the guys wanted, and I was like, well, we've got to find something. And then Monkey came on, and like you say, he just goes, oh, by the way, I was having tinkering. Here you go. And we were like, yeah, that's what we want. We leave a lot of the arty side to Monkey because, like I said, he's very good at reading what we all like and what we all know, and there's something about his art eye, if you will, that really kicks in when he does this kind of stuff.
Yeah. So you're gonna just keep designing like all the merch and stuff like that as well?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's it. They're just trying to keep it in house, and just again, that's like what Matt said. We know what we're looking for, and we know what we're going to try and get out of it. I mean, something that I can't do, then I will say, look, sorry guys, I can't do this. It's well out of my remit now. Then we will have to draft in an artist to do something for us. But for the time being, it's what we've got works, and and I'm really appreciative of the guys that like the stuff that we do, like the stuff that I do, and it just helps. It helps us to push things forward as well. Instead of having to go back to and forward designers and thinking, is that right? That's not right. And we can do it. Just chucking something across WhatsApp saying, "Oh, what do you think of this, guys?"
Yeah, I suppose that way you've got full control. It's exactly how you want it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So do you have any live dates, like any gigs coming up?
We've got nothing planned at the moment. We have Chippy. Chippy's very good on the regards of he talks to a lot of people, so he does not a lot of he gets a lot of things sorted. So that one of the recent gigs we've done, a hometown gig, that was all Chippy. He was brilliant at that. He got that all sorted, got all the bands. He's always keeping an eye out for things. He's always talking to people. So we've got a couple of ideas in place, but there's nothing set in stone at the moment, gig wise. But we're pushing ourselves out to other people and say, look, if you need someone, we can jump on. So we've got nothing planned in the immediate future, but we are making plans for the near the end of the year. Hopefully,
there's I think there's probably 2 or 3 different things coming up, but we won't say anything until we've got a definite.
Other than like the stuff that isn't quite finalized yet, what's the plan for the rest of the year?
I think it's safe to say we're just going to spend a lot of time writing the next whether it's EP or album. We've already got a couple of songs that we're working on, and then as we say, we've got a couple of little projects that are coming up very soon. Which obviously, when we're a bit more in that sort of stage, we'll announce them. Apart from that,
I will say that the sort of stuff that we've got coming up, we've played them live a few times, and they have gone down an absolute treat. Really excited for this new material.
It really did.
It's very, very, very good. And that from the crowd's reactions, what we've already witnessed, it sort of gives us a little bit of a kick to go, yeah, this is actually good, and show it to everyone.
It kind of confirms it, doesn't it? That with the stuff that we're writing. At the minute and previously, is holding its own with the likes of, with the 500 we played in Nottingham a few weeks back.
Oh, they were so awesome. Just say it.
And those guys, they were really awesome. Yeah. And and I was speaking to the singer afterwards, and the singer's pieces is we always talk to each other. And he couldn't get over that was our third gig. Mainly because lockdown and everything's got annihilated. So so it was always but he couldn't get over it, how tight we were, and he said, you guys sound like you should have been together like past 5 years over. And so it was like that confirmed to me we've got something right. And the crowd reactions from all of our songs in the moment, it's just it warms our cockles of our hearts.
I think what works for us is each member's got their own influence. So Monkey, for example, he's very we joke and say he's the old man of the band because rightfully so he's the oldest. We do tease him about that, he pulls a lot of this sort of you love Monkey.
It's a great job.
He brings a lot of 70s and 80s music in. Joe, our lead guitarist, he's like the very thrashy kind of stuff, so he's very Metallica and Pantera and all this other stuff. Me and Jazzy are probably a bit more sort of the noughties music, so we're very like the new metal era, and we're also very driven by the likes of Tool. And Chippy, he's a bit of everything, but you can see he pulls a lot more from the modern music, so he's very Bullet, he's very Trivium. And I think what works for us, Chippy can chew your ear off on Lamb of God. Trust me, he loves Lamb of God. But I think how that helps, despite the fact that we've all got these different styles that we all base ourselves on, we managed to make it work really well, and it shows in our music. So when Joe's doing one of his solos, you can see his thrashy side. When it's like me and Jazzy doing the rhythm stuff, you can see our normal side, our noughties new metal side. Chippy's drumming, he's an insane drummer, one of the best I've ever worked with personally. And you can hear the Lamb of God influence, you can hear the Bullet influence, you can really hear it as he's pouring it, everything into his drums. Same with Monkey and his vocals, you can hear all the influences he had over the years. So I think that's what makes our music work. We've kind of got a bit for everyone in there. So, so some of the, we had a good reception from older guys. We've had a good reception from the younger generation, so that I think that's why our songs do work really well for a lot of people.
Yeah, and I suppose because you pull from all those different places, it creates that unique sound that you've got.
Absolutely, 110%.
So if you just want to, because obviously you said you're going to
Question, Dan. What's
go on.
So I was going to ask you. I'm gathering you've heard the EP, yeah?
Yes, yeah.
Which one is your favourite, or which one is the one that most resonates with you?
Hang on. Let me see. Actually, I hearted it on my.
I'll put you in the spot now, won't I?
It's all right. I was buying vinyl today, so.
Yeah.
I just got to see where it was. What one did I heart? That was it. Chains.
Mm.
There you go.
Yeah.
No, good choice. Good choice.
Yes.
Good choice.
Yeah. What's your personal favourites?
Are we allowed to say all of them, or everything?
All of them. Everything.
I'll tell you one of the ones that I'm that isn't my top favourite, and I say this in a loving way, and that's Driven by Pain, because the only reason I say that, I do love the song, don't get me wrong, I love, and in a serious way, I do love all our songs. I'm a finger bass, I play finger, so I do finger picking, and driven by pain, oh my god, doing that as a finger picker is just, it's a nightmare because of the speed. Me and Chippy have this joke. I look at him in practice just as he's about to start the song, and I'm sort of looking at him and saying, no, yeah, I'm going to do the song, so we have to do the song. And everybody said it, they're watching my fingers live, and obviously we've had some people sat in and like, oh, your fingers are fast. It's like, yeah, it's also it's too fast for my little fingers to go.
The 16th rhythm in that song is beautiful. It really is.
Me and Chip joke with each other because obviously, Chip being the drummer he is, he looks at us and he sort of, you can see the little tear come down his eye as he knows Driven's coming up. He's like, I don't want to do this.
I'm all right.
You see him going red.
Go on.
You could have seen him going red from the belly down. He kind of keeps going redder and redder and redder. Eventually goes more purple by the time he's finished.
It's a fantastic song. It's a fantastic song to play. It really is. But it is so tiring.
Yeah.
It really is so tiring. But it's amazing to play. All the songs are incredible. For each different reasons. Whispers, I believe, really sort of talks to probably a lot of people, but also then Driven gives you, it's got that punch in the face. Temptation is nice and it's nice and rocky. You can jam along to it.
Sleazy.
Chains really, really gives it. Yeah, sleazy. Yeah, dirty. Ugh.
I mean, I have to admit, when we first heard the sort of the final version of Never Break Me with the vocals, that was just completely blew our minds because the vocals were completely involved from what we were used to. So the person we did it with, a guy called Sam Luce, who has his own recording studio near us, he's also a singer of a local metal band called Smokescreen. And from what,
amazing.
Hopefully Monkey can correct me if I'm wrong on this, but I think he was, from what we were told, he gave Monkey and Jazzy some ideas and pointers in the session. And just what Monkey and Jazzy did and walked away with, oh my God, Never Break Me just sounded
phenomenal, absolutely incredible. I was blown away, totally blown away. I couldn't believe what I was listening to.
That's one of my favourite ones to do. I think especially as... Come on, internet connection. It's going to work. For myself, it's Hypnotised and Never Break Me are my two favourite standout ones. Mainly, a lot of it is I get to sing with one of the best buddies. We both do alternate lyrics or call and answer stuff. And being a vocalist, it is so good to have those dynamics in a set, in a song, you know, and be part of that band. And there's not a lot of bands that seem to generally tend to do that, or it's just a backing vocalist who's on your guitar or bass or whatever that could do a little bit of growling now and then. But having another singer in the band, having two singers, and we've still got both of us very much of the similar kind of ilk of a voice. I'm more deeper than Jazz, and Jazz is more higher than me. And we can kind of alternate between the two, and it works. I've never had the chance to work with someone like him, and it's just phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. A lot of respect for the guy, a lot of respect.
So yeah, if you want to like shout out your social media accounts so that people can find out what you're doing when you're doing it.
Yeah, I mean, we do try to be, we're quite active on Facebook and Instagram. So Facebook, it's literally just Buried by My Heartache. Instagram, it's BBMH_official music. We do have also the likes of Bandcamp, SoundCloud, again. That's
YouTube, get subscribed on YouTube too.
Yeah, YouTube as well, yeah. So we do, you know, we try and have as much, you know, we do have Twitter as well. I can't remember our official Twitter handle, but again, if you just look for Buried by My Heartache, we should be on there. We're most active on Instagram and Facebook. Like I say, I do a lot of the Instagram posts. The guys kind of trust me that I'm not going to say something or write something that I shouldn't, and you know, try and keep it family friendly. And then obviously Chip is the main sort of, he mainly does the Facebook, so we work together on that. So it's you'll mostly find us active on the likes of Instagram and Facebook, really. But we do in our Instagram, in the bio, there is a little thing called Linktree, and that's got every link on there, if it's social media, if it's music, so you can find us on there as well.
Yeah.
You
didn't fancy getting a TikTok then?
I'm in an hour.
We have actually discussed TikTok. We've touched on the subject.
TikTok.
Yeah, we could do
Who needs a band with Chippy doing the music?
I don't understand TikTok. You can tell I'm old, can't you? I don't understand TikTok.
I'm with Monkey. I'm getting to 30 this year, and TikTok's just like whatever. I don't know.
I'm still in my 20s, so I can just get into there. I'm saying in the 20s. I'm not saying that which part of the 20s.
Yeah, Chippy's the youngest. He's safe. We'll let him handle with all the cool trends. Us old guys will just go with the flow. That's fine.
Oh my God, that's cool.
Yeah, I mean, I'm 31 and I'm on TikTok, so way to make me feel old. Thanks.
Okay, guys, it's official. Danny's not publishing this one. We've offended her.
Matt, do you want the shovel?
Yeah, shovel.
No, he needs a ladder to get out hole. You don't need to dig it any deeper.
It's fine.
How do you think I feel? I'm in my mid bloody 40s.
We still love you.
I know you do.
Yeah. Okay. So one more question that tends to stump most people. If you could rock out with anybody, dead or alive, who would it be?
Oh, Johnson.
Yeah.
No, that really hit me hard, to be honest.
Yeah, Paul Gray for me, not biggest idol. I'd love to, have a chance. I saw him live, and I'd love to have just met him personally. So, yeah.
I'm going to be really old.
You are really old.
Mercury. It's got to be Freddie.
Freddie Mercury.
I know I'm really old. Yeah. Hey, don't know. He's such a fantastic front man. I would have loved to be on that stage with him. Would have been awesome.
Yeah, he was. He was very, very, very good.
You can't deny he was what a frontman was. Yeah, you can't deny that. He had the voice, he had the presence.
Yeah.
He was he was the perfect front man. Let's be honest.
Yeah, 100%.
You're the first lot that have actually answered that pretty quickly.
Yeah, sorry, I know. Joey was just boom. He was there.
Yeah.
Right. Do you have any last thing you want to say?
Shout out to Spalding. Shout out to anyone who has ever shared one of our posts, who's ever liked any of our posts, who's ever bought any of our t-shirts. Everyone who's supporting us, you know, absolutely love the amount of support that we're gathering at the moment, locally and overseas as well.
Yeah, 100%. We wouldn't be able to do what we do without the support of everyone, you know, family, friends, anyone. So 100% thank you to everyone that, you know, supports us and pushes us to be the best we are.
Yes, definitely. Couldn't agree more. As we said before, you know, thanks to everyone. Thanks to the bandmates as well for being absolute legends. Because you know, without you guys, and especially Jazz as well. Jazz, bless him, he been there for everything. Especially through all the lockdowns and stuff we've had. We've been able to carry on practicing when we're able to, and you know, I think we've been one of the lucky ones under a lot of that kind of remit, where a lot of other bands have been able to practice. Well, not been able to practice because they've not been able to have a room to practice. We've been able to have one because we practice them on site at Jazz's place, which is brilliant, and it's our room. So thank you, Jazz, for everything you do. We love you to pieces, mate. And again, thank you for all that, and thanks for our wives, fans, and people who ever see us. Come and see us. We want to see you more. And your faces.
Like your faces.
Like your faces.
Thank you for coming on.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you for having us. Thank you so much. Mwah.